Slip cork with this little glass bead. I put the bead and then the cork on the line first. There's different types of bobber stoppers, and there's ones you can buy which is really just a knot. You put the line through there and you slip the tube out and you have a knot. But I really don't like any of those any better than I like these little small rubber bands, because you can cut that in half and it's real thin, and you can tie a granny knot around the line to set the depth with the slip corks. So I keep these little rubber bands, the little glass bead and the slip corks, and I got these. I seldom use them. As far as the hooks and the type of hooks I use, I've tried different ones. I've tried these hooks through a sponge, and then you know, it's supposed you can go into the dip bait like this and not get it on your hands, but I don't have that much luck with these things. I can't get I still end up getting it on my hand, or it's just laying on the hook and it falls off, so you still have to put your hands in there and work on it. So I don't use them very often. Same thing with these. You can slide these over a hook and use it to push a hook down into the dip bait. This thing here is what works best, except I don't like the size. These dough bait hooks is what they call them, but you put these on, you can put them down in the Secret 7 bait, and you make kind of a little teardrop shape on it. I have trouble with them swallowing the hook though, so I'd rather have a bigger hook than these. These are number 2s with the springs, and I can't find any bigger. So I'll leave them over there. The thing that a lot of people like is what's called, I think they call it a furry thing. But it's like little stiff wires on it. And then of course it's tube, you slide it on, you slide it down over the treble hook. Now that's a number 2 treble hook, a bigger treble hook, and that's the size I'd like to use. Now that one I like pretty well. Catfish don't swallow the hook quite as often with those, but that's probably the one I've used the most. But the other day what I did was, instead of these furry things on the hooks, the other day I went to the hardware store and I got various size springs. And so what I'm trying now, and so far I like that better, is I just put a spring over the treble hook, and then that holds the bait in there better, and then when a catfish gets on, the spring gets knocked out of the way. It seems to work a little better, but I've only tried it one time. So, and there's all different size springs. I think I like these longer ones better, but I can get these shorter ones, and that gives me the same effect as these number 2s that come with springs on them. But right now I don't have any of the long ones in here that I'm using, because they're not as stiff. First choice would be well, as far as keeping the bait on, I guess the first choice would be these, and then the next choice would be these, but these are bigger hooks, so I kind of like these better than those. And now my new setup is the one I think I'm going to stick with, and that's using get a box of assorted springs at the hardware store.